not happy to see that place, but when I walked in, bitch, it was breathtaking.
All these dollars all around, dollar bills, yeah. I feel like there's nothing in my way. I've been selling all the cameras, I said that few people can handle, and I walk like I'm obviously dangerous, talk like I was a better angel.
What's up, Slay Gang? It's your girl K Slay on the gram. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm new to the YouTube community, but y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of me. So what I wanted to do today is show you guys how I achieved this quick look. I think it only took me like 45 minutes, and I also just want to talk to you about the experience and the journey that I went through opening up my storefront. You know, just for I see a lot of the girls going to school for esthetician, cosmetology. I see a lot of girls going to school to get their shit together. So if you're interested in opening up a salon, then I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about what I went through to open up my salon. So stay tuned. Okay, let's get into this makeup. So I got somewhere to go, and I should have waxed my brows yesterday. Why the hell do brows grow back so fast? But I have a business dinner to go to, business meeting. I'll talk to y'all a little bit about that more. So I have to get decent. So first, we're gonna start with the e.l.f. primer. I got oily to combination skin, acneic skin. So I'm just gonna start out with this and prime the face. So, get in a salon. And this is for all my girls out there that just finished esthetician school, cosmetology school, you know, whatever school you just completed, to get enrolled into the beauty business, to take on the beauty business. I figured I can just give y'all some knowledge about how to go about things and the steps that I took, and you know, just so if I could help alleviate or make things a bit easier for you guys, that's what I'm gonna do for you. So I'm about to mold my brows using the Ulta brow shaping gel. Let me just make this clear. I am not a makeup artist. I'm not a makeup artist. I just know how to do my own makeup. I took a class or two in the past just to help me get on routine, but I am still not a makeup artist. So I use what I use, and I go about it how I do, and I like it. It works for me sometimes. But if you guys just have any suggestions or any product recommendations, let your girl know, because I love getting put on. So first things first, when is it time to look for a storefront or a salon? And I'm speaking for an actual storefront, not just a suite. Get down. I'll put y'all out the room. So, for one, what type of storefront are you looking to do? When I say what type of storefront, I mean, like, are you looking to do booth rent or commission? So, booth rent is when you hire independent contractors or people that just run their own brand, and that's when they come into your business and rent a booth from you, a chair or a private room, for a certain dollar amount that you set every single month. They should be on contract, and honestly, the only thing you have to do is just collect the money from them. You are not responsible for promoting for them, booking any appointments for them, getting them clients, running their books or anything like that. They are full-on independent business owners. They literally just rent a space from you. That's it. So you're not really responsible for anything about their brand. And honestly, I feel like that's a good way to go starting out, and I will explain why from my point of view, just based on experience, as long as you have like a game plan implemented. And then, you know, commission is when you do have to provide all that stuff. You have to provide the marketing, the bookings, the clients, the supplies. You have to provide everything, but you also take a percentage of their daily services, their daily sales. So I'm not quite on that train yet. But oh, did I tell y'all what brow pencil I'm using? Ulta Beauty Dark Brown. I love Ulta's brow pencils. I do use like a pomade sometimes. I haven't in a really long time because I haven't really took the time to find one that I actually like, that doesn't really like cake up and get all like crumbly. But I like the brow pencil. I love Ulta's brow pencil. I haven't used a different brow pencil since I started. So, when is it time to look for a storefront? I would say it's time for you to start looking for a storefront when you've built the clientele. And I say that because if you do booth rent, you cannot depend on your booth renters to pay the rent. It doesn't matter if you have them under contract or whatever the case may be. You cannot depend on them to pay rent because a lot of them don't. Rather they got the clients or not. Like, I've done witness and heard stories about people who actually do be having the clients. You're coming in, you're servicing clients, and when it's time to pay that rent is not getting paid, and that's because they don't prioritize you. So you always need to make sure that you have that clientele to cover your monthly expenses, just in case your booth renters don't. And people, it's like a revolving door, honestly. Like, not a revolving door, but like people are gonna come and go. So just because you got these amount of people this month, that doesn't mean you're gonna have them next month or the month after. You might start out with like, 4 people, you got a full house, and the next thing you know, 3 months later, one person leaving. Now the month after that, another person leaving. So it's very easy for you to go from paying no rent at your space because they're covering it, to you covering damn near the whole, like almost the whole thing. So you got to make sure that you have the clientele so that your bills are always paid. You have to understand that you are becoming a lot more accessible. So if you're in a suite, whereas you don't have a lot of people just driving by to see your place or foot traffic coming in, you're solely just getting bookings based on like your online presence and referrals. You got to understand that you are a lot more accessible when you on that street. So you got to make sure you have like, I want to say, thick skin, and you also want to make sure that you know how to deal with people. One of the main things that I had to learn was privacy, because these clients are not your friends. They're your clients. It's perfectly normal for you to develop a relationship with some of your clients, but I make sure that doesn't go outside my business, just because that can just get a little bit tricky. Like, people, you got some people that genuinely want to come get a service from you just because, you do good work and a whole bunch of other things, but you are going to get those people that want to come get a service from you just to be nosy. They want to know who you dealing with, who you sleeping with, what you got going on in your life, because a lot of girl chat happens in those rooms. So it's perfectly natural for them to be venting about what they got going on, and the next thing you know, you're relating to them, telling them what you got going on, but then they take it and run with it. And people are so sneaky. People are sneaky. Don't ever underestimate who somebody is and who they know. Because I done experienced a couple girls that's coming in getting information about my personal life or who I'm dealing with, and then I have no idea that they even know the person, nor did they let it be known. Like, they just in there like a little fly on the wall. So just keep your business to yourself. Your personal life shouldn't come into your place of business, and keep your clients at a clientele level. They don't need to know all your business. They don't need to know what you got going on, or who you seeing, or why you upset for the day, or anything like that. Keep them out your personal business. And when you get to a storefront and you got like booth renters and stuff like that, don't you ever underestimate that people will book with somebody else just to get tea on you. They may necessarily not come to you personally, but they could come to somebody else in your space and ask questions about you. You know, don't ever underestimate that. Don't underestimate nobody. Don't ever underestimate the lengths that somebody will go to be in your business. Period. Once you develop that habit of privacy, it took me a long time to develop that, because I'm really like an open book. Just because I don't care. I'm going to tell you what I want you to know. It's not like I just be out here telling all my business. I'm going to tell you whatever I don't want you to know, best believe it's not being said. But there's a lot of things I don't care about what people know, because I'm kind of just an open book. But sometimes you just can't even be like that, because they take any little thing you say and run with it. And it's just like, girl, it wasn't even that. You was venting to me about what you got going on, and I'm relating to you. Baby, we weren't friends, and I didn't tell you anything exclusive. So don't ever think we bonded over personal gossip, because we didn't, bitch. But that's what I have to say about that. Thirdly, you got to make sure that your money is up. That money need to be up to get you a storefront. It's not just necessarily, okay, you gotta have the money for decor. You gotta have the money to move in. Sometimes when you're looking at certain locations, depending on like if it's a cold shell or not, a cold shell building is when there's absolutely nothing in it. Nothing in it whatsoever. Probably you only got 4 walls to work with, maybe. But there's absolutely nothing in it. And because there's absolutely nothing in it, no floors or anything like that, and you got to do a complete renovation, the rent is more likely going to be cheaper. Or you may go with something that's completely renovated like I did, but just know when something is key turn ready that you're going to have to pay more monthly. And it's up to you to decide what to do. Now, I found something that was key turn ready, and it is pricey, but I would rather do that than to be putting a lot of money into somebody else's building just for them to come to me and tell me that they sold the building and I gotta get out after I done just put money in their space. And that it depended on your taste. If you got expensive taste or whatever the case may be, that's gonna be up there. That renovation can go really high, as high as like $50,000, and I'm only saying 50 because what I wanted is that's what I was quoted by a lot of the people. Concealer for my under eye, MAC NW35. I love their concealer. I've never used any other concealer under my eye besides them. It never fails me. I love what it gives, honestly. Then I use like a little smaller brush like this. This brush is by e.l.f. It says it's a contour brush, but that's what I use to smooth it out, blend it out. And then aside from renovation money, that move-in money, depending on how much the rent is, like this one spot I went to go look at, these motherfuckers was talking about first month's rent, last month's rent, and security deposit. Bro, that's $7,000. You want me to pay you $7,000 to move into a store that previously belonged to Crooked Wireless? Meaning it's green everywhere in here. Like, this whole place isn't giving. Like, I would have to redo this whole thing and make it look like a spa. And you want $7,000 to even move in to initiate that, and you need, it's mad work that needs to be done in here? No. So you have to have that move-in money. And then you also want to make sure that you have that decor money. Sometimes decorating a space can be up there, especially, okay, you find one chair, but you got 3 stylists. That one chair is going to turn into almost $1,000 easily. Like, shipping for a chair is about $60. And then you have to actually buy the chair itself. You're going to be spending what, $250 per chair? That's a lot of money. That's $750 for 3 chairs if you have 3 stylists. Like, and then aside from the chairs, you got to get the tables. And it's just, it can be costly. Things could be very costly. Storage units for them, like, it can be costly. So, and that price adds up real fast. You want to get the waiting area together. You want to get the beverage center together. You want a reception desk, like a computer. Like, it's a lot that goes into that. So, of course, you can always, what I would recommend is scale the business, just get the necessities, and after they continue to pay booth rent is when you continue to upgrade them. But that, baby, that still costs money. So you want to make sure that you got that decor money put up. And then lastly, you need to have, you can't just dump all your money into it. You need to have some money left over. You need to have some money left over for a rainy day, because booth rent or booth renters don't come easy. You could sit there and post that you have a salon opening up coming soon and you looking to fill the booths, but sometimes it's hard to fill those booths when the space isn't ready. Like, I couldn't fill my booths until the space was completely ready, because now, oh shit, because now I'm taking pictures of the actual booth. Once people actually seen what it looked like, then people were like, okay, I want to come look, I want to come take a tour. And it took a while. I think I got my building in January of 2022. I actually moved in there and started taking clients out of there April of 2022. I didn't fill my booths up until July. That's a long time paying all those bills by myself, those high bills by myself with no booth renters. And I filled all 4 spaces in July, actually. Well, it's probably not a long time, but when you're paying, like, listen, that can be a long time for somebody that's paying a high dollar amount in bills by themselves. And that's how I felt. Calamine lotion, because I got oily skin. And honestly, the calamine lotion on top of the primer, when you put your foundation down, that shit hit. I ain't even gonna hold you, that shit hit. So, in all actuality, you want to make sure you got double-digit bands. And I'm not talking about 10 to 15. You want to have at least 20. At least 20 bands in cash saved up. Now, if you're lucky enough to get, I'm about to put y'all out. Come on. Now, if y'all are lucky enough to get grants or business loans, which I highly recommend, I'm not really a business loan. I'm not really a loan type of person. Like, I hate making payments for stuff. Honestly, I'm so past that. But if you could get grants or help, that will be great. But if you are dumping your own money into it, you gotta get that money stacked up. So if you need to start out in a suite until you get that bread stacked up, that's what I recommend, which is what I did. I stayed in my suite that was very cheap. I stayed in it for it was only $300 a month with all utilities included. I stayed in it for like 3 years. And then honestly, I started looking for buildings in 2021 before I actually found my building in 2022. January of 2022. I was looking for a whole year. Next, I want to talk to you about where to get the storefront. Location. Location, location, location. Location is extremely important when you're looking for a storefront. You want to be in a lit area. So I'm about to just put like a little bit of eyeshadow on. I don't like to do a lot of eyeshadow, and especially since I got lashes on, it's not really necessary, but I still like to have that look behind my eyes. And I really only deal with this circle right here. You know, the browns, the dark burgundies, but I'm gonna just stick with a brown color, and I'll probably do just like a tad bit of the dark brown. Nothing too crazy. But for location, you want to pick a lit area. You would either want to be in like a shopping center location next to like a grocery store, like where they be having those plazas, or you want to be in like the downtown area where everybody is, Center City, or wherever you are. Just make sure that there's a lot of car traffic and a lot of foot traffic, like a place where there's a lot of festivals where people are just walking around, because that's what you want. You want people to walk by and look into your window and see what you got going on. So when I first started looking for a space, the first space that I found was like 4,000 square feet. It was so big, and it was like it was right at the corner of 3 intersections, which is perfect. And the reason why I say the intersections is perfect is because when you got people stopping at traffic lights and they're at a light and they have no choice but to look around at their surroundings, and then they're gonna see you. And they're gonna hop on their phone and be like, oh, what's that? What they got going on in there? And they're gonna see people in there, and they're gonna look at how nice it is. And then next thing you know, they're gonna come see you. They're gonna tell you that they was driving in the area one day and they saw you and they wanted to stop in. So the location is the most extremely important part in looking for a storefront. My first location, and I'll attach videos below, but like my first location was like, it was big, but it needed so much work, and that's exactly why my ass got scammed out of $3,000. And I did. My ass definitely got scammed out of $3,000. But that's because I didn't have a lawyer and I wasn't paying attention. So what you want to do is you want to get a lawyer, because a lot of people, they know that you're new at what you're doing and you're inexperienced, and they will take advantage of you. So for eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with Kylie Cosmetics. It's a lip pencil, but I'm gonna go in with dark brown. I like to do black when like I'm going to like doing a photo shoot, or maybe like going to a club or something like that. But like, because it's just a little dinner, nothing too crazy, and I'm not even about to go heavy with the makeup, I'm just gonna keep it light and go in with like a dark chocolate brown for my eyeliner. So when I got scammed, like I found a location, and honestly, I don't even know why I was going on a bunch of meetings with him by myself without having like somebody that's been in the game a long time with me, because that's exactly where they got my ass. So I ended up losing $3,000 to them. I let them tell me a whole bunch of BS about what they were gonna pay for as far as the renovations, and I don't know why I sat there and believed all of that like a dummy. But I signed the lease for Culver and Merchants on like March 10th, and then tell me why on fucking March 9th they sent me this proposal for like $14,000, and I'm telling them like, no, I don't know anything about no fixing this and fixing that. That's what the landlord said they were gonna fix. And then they was really trying to get me. They were like, oh no, we know that the landlord is gonna fix it. We just need you to sign off on it. Why would I need to sign off on anything that I'm not fixing or paying for? I don't need to sign off on anything. You need to send it to the landlord and have them sign off on it. And then I ended up talking to the landlord about it, and the landlord is talking about I got my own proposal. Excuse me? Well, what the hell is on your proposal? Because on my proposal, it looked like y'all want me to sign off on fixing the whole damn building. So when he said that he had his own proposal, that kind of just like let me know. I'm just gonna put concealer over my acne scars. That kind of just like let me know like what type of deal or what type of business people that I was actually dealing with. And at that point, I had cut off all communication and got a lawyer. The reason why I didn't have a lawyer the first time is because I was trying to be cheap. I found me a lawyer, and the lawyer that I found actually knew the landlord, and I didn't like that because I feel like these rich people is all in cahoots. Rich people know other rich people, and it's nothing for them to call their little friend and say, oh, just tell her this, that, and the third. Like, listen, there is way more corrupt people in the world than nice people, and I had to learn that the hard way. I be thinking everybody is raised how I was raised, and they're not. If people find somebody that they could get over on you, they definitely will get over on them. If they find an area they could slide, they gonna slide for real. So they definitely slid on my dumb ass. They slid on a nigga like it was a fucking escapade. Anyway, so that was that. I handed over that $3,000 security deposit, and a month later they tried to hit me with a $14,000 bill. And then I called my lawyer, and my lawyer kind of got me out of it. And I say kind of because they could come for me for that money any day now, but I try not to think like that. But at the end of the day, I did break contract. So, but my lawyer was going at it with their ass, like telling them like, no, I believe you tried to take advantage of my inexperienced client. And did, but my lawyer got me out of it. So I got Black Opal foundation along with Huda Beauty. I like Huda Beauty. It's cool. This is my second time using it, but I just love Black Opal. I can't really get away from Black Opal, so I'm just gonna mix them. I'm just gonna use a little bit of Black Opal because the color that I got, which is Nutmeg, that's my summer color. Truly Topaz is my winter color, but the Huda Beauty that I got is a lot lighter, so I'm gonna just mix more of that to try to get my winter color, which is much lighter than my summer color. Then second location I found was on Monroe, and it was beautiful. I loved Monroe. Monroe had exposed brick, high ceilings. It had great space, large open windows, and it was in a perfect area. Like in my small town, Monroe Avenue is the place to be because it's a long ass street full of bars, just full of bars and restaurants and, you know, lash spots, makeup spots. Like Monroe Avenue is probably like the number one area you want to be in my hometown. So, and I'm pretty sure other cities have places like that too, where everybody is on Monroe for something every night. It's always lit. It's lit in the daytime and it's lit at night, even when other businesses are closed. So I really wanted that location, and since I had just got scammed previously, I took my time with this location, and I'm glad I did. So one thing I noticed about them is they didn't have their paperwork together. They didn't have their CFO together. And a CFO is a certificate of occupancy, which means that the business has to get inspected by an inspector, and basically it has to show that the building is in a tenable position to be written out to people. And if it don't pass inspection, nobody can be there renting. And they didn't have their paperwork together. So, and then besides, my lawyer hated the lease anyways. So he didn't want me to take on that space. So I didn't. He put me in contact with one of his realtors. I'm gonna use the D-Slick Urban Decay just to wet my brush. I like to wet my brush a little bit before I start blending it in. So he put me in contact with his realtor, and his realtor sent me a list of places. And at first I wasn't filling the list at all. I didn't see anything on there that I liked. And then a couple things that I did, like I just assumed it was out of my price range, so I just didn't even bother. Look at one of these locations, at least just pick one so we can go look at it. So I picked 51 State Street. Now I'm gonna go in with some Nars concealer. So he took me to see 51 State Street, and I loved it. I loved it when I walked in the building. I didn't like it when I walked up, because when I walked up there was no windows, and that's just not what I was anticipating. And also there was like a black door and it was mad stairs. So, and I'm on the 3rd floor at that. That's a lot of stairs to be walking up. I was not happy to see that place, but when I walked in, bitch, it was breathtaking. I said, this the one. This is the one. That's what I said. This is the one. It wasn't even no question about it. And it was straight my style, like rustic, industrial. Like I love that style. So, and it was completely key turn ready. The landlord was cool as fuck. The landlord is the makeup the tattoo artist next door. And what that means is, why that means a lot to me is because a lot of landlords that I was dealing with, they didn't even live here. They didn't even live here. And it's kind of hard to build a relationship with somebody like that, especially when you're taking on something so big if they don't live here. I like that he was right next door. And honestly, him being a tattoo artist, he understands. He understands what it's like to build clientele, to be a service provider, you know. And people underestimate that process, and that's a crazy process. Not having no clients, being new, people really be a little reluctant to go to you because you're new at what you do. Like, especially him doing tattoos, that's something permanent. So, and he really built his business a long way, and I felt like that's who I want to rent from. If I'm going to be paying X amount of money a month, that I want to rent to somebody that knows what I'm going through, knows how it feels, and that I could easily go to. I could actually talk to him, have a conversation. I can actually see him, instead of him just having a whole bunch of people work for him to collect money from me. I felt it was just a little bit more personable. So that's what I decided to go with. And then, you know, the space was fucking the bomb.com. So it wasn't really no question about it, honestly. And then next is getting ready to move in. Getting ready to move in could cost a lot. If you're already in a space and you're hiring movers to get you in there, that's gonna cost. Movers cost a lot, and you gotta tip them. All right, so now I'm just about to I'm just about to bake a little bit. And then I got the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just about to bake it a little bit, not too much. I don't go heavy with the baking. Get that under my eye. I got wrinkles under my eye like a motherfucker, so I make sure that I pack this shit on. to the best of my abilities. Just a little bit, because I'm about to contour. And for contour, I like to use... Damn, where is it? Oh. I like to use black Opal as well, the contour cream stick. At least for the cream contour. Girl, bye. Okay. I like to use my little orange beauty blender for my contour. I don't know why, honestly, but I like to use a beauty blender just to get the fine lines, just to blend that out. I think one of my biggest problems that I dealt with when I was opening up the salon is I thought I was gonna get more help. Just because I just know how people are. Like, I'm one of those people that know where I'm going in life, and I know what the hell I'm about to achieve. And also, I'm a giver. I'm one of those people that, like, you know, if you come to me and say you need help, I got you, because I know how that shit feel. I know how it feel to not have anybody help you out, and I know how it feel for life to be whooping the dog shit out of you all at one fucking time. Like, I'm telling, like, I've seen struggle before. You know, not like other people. Like, I don't have any like homeless stories or anything like that, but I've seen struggle. I come from the struggle. I definitely come from the struggle. I don't know. I'm just not that. I work hard. I work very hard. Like, even though my salon is successful, it's as successful as it's gonna be for the city that I'm in. Like, I'm still, like, you feel me? Like, I work an overnight job. I gotta go to work tonight. I'm not even getting no sleep before I go to my overnight job. I haven't gotten sleep from my overnight job and I don't know how long. I don't even do that no more. If I got shit to do, I got shit to do, and I need to get there. And whatever I didn't finish during the day, I finish on my damn overnight shift. Like, I'm still working hard. Working hella hard. Actually, I can't wait till I ain't even gotta do this shit no more. But I make sure I get shit done, and I just thought it was just gonna be more people to want to help me out. And just because I know how people are. This ain't like, you know, when you get up and you reach your potential and you start making that bag, it's gonna be so many people with their hand out. And honestly, the beauty of not having help is that when you do reach that level of success, that's an easy no. Girl, bye. Nigga, bye. You didn't even have a bottle of dish detergent for me when I moved into my space. You ain't have no $25 gift card, no $10 gift card. You ain't have shit for me when I moved in my space. I got in that whole space by myself. I spent bread by myself. Ain't nobody do shit for me to get me up in that space. So the less people you got in your corner, the less people you got to break bread with when you up. It's as simple as that. And I was salty about it for a minute, and then somebody just had to let me know, like, ain't nobody about to help you because it ain't benefiting them. And that nigga was absolutely right. Ain't nobody about to help you do shit that they not benefiting off of. Ain't nobody just about to help you just because you're their daughter, their granddaughter, their niece. Nobody is about to sit there and do that for you. Everybody got their own shit going on, and don't nobody owe you shit. My dad stressed that. A lot. He always said that, Star, don't nobody owe you nothing. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Especially being grown. You a grown adult. And don't nobody have to do anything for no grown adult. And I really had to learn that. And once I sat there and learned that and accepted that, I was Gucci. I was cool. I mean, you know, I'm glad I didn't get the help. I'm glad I did not get the help. Because honestly, and I understand it. I'm not mad. I don't take it personal. I get it. Everybody got their own things going on. It don't matter how good they make it look or what they don't talk about or anything like that. Everybody got their own thing going on. If you want to decide that you want to open up a shop or start a business, that's great. Do that. Make that shit happen. But don't sit there and expect people to help you out. Don't expect them to invest. If they do, that's great. Don't ever bite the hand that feeds you. But if they don't take it personal. Just know that when that success come and they got their hand out, you gotta say no. And the reason why you have to say no is because, okay, let's say your business do take off and you rich and you getting your bag and shit. It's gonna come to a point where you might that might slow down. The business might not be as successful no more. Now you gotta change routes and change plans, and while you doing that, who taking care of you? You got you a big ass mansion, you got them cars in your garage, and them shits cost a little bit of change. Who gonna maintain that and pay for that while you out here trying to figure out your life? Nobody. Ain't nobody about to do nothing for you. If all that money was gone tomorrow and your business went to shit tomorrow, ain't nobody about to do nothing for you. They not about to take care of your bills until you get back lit. They not about to... They can't even sit down at a table with you and discuss on how to get the bag back. Because if they knew how to get that bag, they wouldn't even be asking you for yours. They could go get their own. So it's cool. I'm happy that I achieved what I achieved on my own. I'm going in with Sephora Bright Future Concealer. I just like to brighten up my under eye a little bit more. I don't really do a lot after I bake, but I do like to brighten it up just a little more. But that's how I feel. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm doing everything myself. I'm glad that I'm doing everything myself. And honestly, that's what you want to do. Because if anything was to happen with your money where you fucked the bag up, all you gotta do is do what you did the first time to get it back. Just don't do what you did the first time to fuck it up. I'm happy. I'm happy. My back be against the wall, and then I hate that I did this. My back be against the wall, and then next thing you know, a bitch fighting back. A bitch fighting back, and next thing you know, I done fought my ass to a new fucking level. A new level, bitch. Here you go. And there you go. You done got yourself up out that situation. Now look at where you at. So I be okay. I be good with that. But just understand that nobody is gonna help you. Let me not say that. Don't be surprised if people don't help you. Don't even take it personal. If they help you, great. Take it. Take the help if you could get the help. But if you don't get the help, don't take it personal. It's okay. You gonna win regardless. You gonna win regardless. But just make sure whoever didn't struggle with you shouldn't be enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's just that. Because they gonna come when you win it. They gonna come when you win it. But that progress to get there, that journey to get to that winning phase, oh, that shit long and hard. That road is long and hard, and you're gonna be traveling that road by yourself. So everything that I learned this past year, because it's been a year. It has been a year since I had the space. Do I regret opening up the shop? Hell no. When I do my final bake, I like to set the brows. I don't like my brows all shiny. I didn't even highlight my forehead. I don't really need to, honestly. I'll do it a little bit. I'll just do it a tad. Nothing crazy. But no, I don't regret it. I'm happy that I did what I did. It honestly showed a lot. It showed a lot of people's true colors. It showed me what I could do. Because now when I move out of town, and I'm definitely moving out of town, I'm moving to a city near you. But when I move out of town, I know what to do. I feel like it's best to make all your mistakes at home. That's how I feel. It's best to make all your mistakes at home and learn. So when you go out of town, oh, you seasoned. You seasoned and you on your shit. You done saw, you know how to deal, and you know what not to do because you did it in your hometown and it fucked up. So no, I don't regret nothing that I did. At all. Because that shit is shaping the fuck out of me. I could have concealed down here too. I really don't feel like it. But now I'm just gonna go in with the True Complexion contour palette. As far as my upcoming business goals for 2023, the only thing I'm focused on is having a profitable salon and pursuing my career as a YouTube blogger. I've been wanting to do YouTube for a little while, but a bitch kind of camera shy. Honestly, I had to have a little shot before I even did this so I could like loosen up. But those are the two main things that I'm focusing on. YouTube and my spa business. And then the direction that I'm taking my business in, which is what my dinner is tonight about. Discussing those options, getting some weigh-in, just some tea. You know, I don't know everything, because if I did, I wouldn't even be in the position that I'm in. I would be a lot further in life. So I don't know everything, and I'm definitely willing to outsource to go get the answers. And you have to be willing to do that as a boss. You don't know everything, but you have to be willing to go find the answers. So that's where I'm at with life right now. Those are my goals. I plan to get just a lot more content. I hope to expand my brand, get some merch out, some product. I have so much stuff in store for, I'm not even gonna say for 2023 because sometimes those goals don't happen, but for the next 5 years, it's about to be litty. It is definitely about to be litty. Blush Desert Rose by MAC. So yeah, that's that. Make sure you comment below. Some videos that you want me to make. Questions that you gotta ask me. And I'm gonna make sure I get better with my content as well. Make sure I'm getting better with my content so I can actually give y'all some good tea. Because my goals as an influencer is I want to be a spa and salon business influencer. Like I want to definitely be a lifestyle. But it's basically just the lifestyle that comes with that particular business. But I'm definitely going to be more focused on like behind the scenes type. Okay, this is what you got to do to create this business and achieve these goals as this particular type of person, this particular business influencer. That's my goals. All right, so I'm going to go in with the Morphe setting spray. I just bought this. I just tried this not that long ago, and I love this damn setting spray. It smells so good. Okay. Oh yeah, this is some good shit. And now for the lip, I gotta go get my lip. Okay. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use cork. Cork is that shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Cork is that shit. Honestly, unless I'm doing like a red lip, cork goes on everything. So I like to, look at that. Look at that eyeliner. I could blend that nose out a little bit more. I should have put some setting powder up under my nose to help with the creases. So we're gonna do cork at the top. And I like to do a little bit over. Just to make my top lip look fuller. Evenly though. Yo, the lips gotta be the best part of the beat. Cause they really take your shit to the next level. And then I like to do chestnut in the corners and underneath for this particular look. I don't know what the fuck this particular look is, but honestly, it was something I tried on accident and the shit hit. Then let me get my little brush. I got a skinny lip brush. I don't like when the lip liner is so harsh. Smooth out. I knew I put too much. When you put too much, just go over it with some concealer. Concealer will get that right up out of there. But make sure you go back in and smooth out the concealer though. How the hell did my mustache grow back so fast? Fucking man. Okay. And then next, I'm gonna go in with some Sephora in the color number 32. Now this shit is a little bright. Eek. I hate how bright it is. Like, why? But it's perfect for when you about to add some color to it. So next we're gonna go in with Mecca Lee Cosmetics. And I love this. And this is the color Trillion. Watch how pigmented this is. You feel me? Some more at the bottom. Okay. And then, where the hell? That I don't got my lip injection. That's what I noticed I don't have. Oh, I gotta find that. Don't you hate? I swear, if I can't find nothing, I assume somebody stole it. Then I'm gonna go in with Bougie Cosmetics and darken it just a little bit. I'm not really comfortable yet with the extra. I wish I didn't put that over on that. But I'm not really comfortable with the extra light lip yet. You know, that be looking like... Hey! What the fuck y'all doing? Leave it alone, because there ain't even nothing to play with. Put my fucking lashes back. Y'all, I got 2 dogs, and they be whooping each other ass. Because what was the fight about? Alright. And that is that. I'm also going to put Better Than Sex. I love Better Than Sex mascara. I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. Yo, them bottom lashes, move. That should make a difference. One last time, I'm gonna seal it with the Hydrogrip by Milk. Hey, there we go.
I've been selling off for the cameras. Type of bitch real people can handle. And I rock with